learning that a man has been arrested in connection to a deadly stabbing in Edenwald early this morning. 67-year-old Enoch Rosado facing murder and manslaughter charges after that deadly stabbing that happened just around 4 this morning when police got a call that a man was unconscious and unresponsive. That's when they found 35-year-old Miguel Batiz with several stab wounds to his body. He was pronounced dead there on the scene. We're told by police that Batiz lived in the building, but many neighbors today told us they didn't even know the stabbing happened in this tight-knit community.
It's very sad. I didn't hear anything about it since I work at night, but it's sad. Everybody wants to live in violence. Everybody wants to live in peace. And then once again, we don't know what really happened, what aspired, what was going on. We don't really know.
Again, police have arrested a suspect in this case, and at this time we're working to find out how he and the victim knew each other and what could have led up to that stabbing. Surveillance video shows a deadly car crash along the Belt Parkway. Police say that 2 men are dead, and the search continues tonight for a driver who just kept going. News 12's Tim Harfman is in Sheepshead Bay with the latest, plus a look at that video. Tim.
Well, Amanda, police have not yet publicly released the names of the 2 victims or any information about the driver they're searching for. So there are more questions than answers right now. But the surveillance video you're about to see gives you some idea of what happened last night. And you can even hear this horrific crash. Video shows a car plowing through a fence near the Belt Parkway and rolling several times before it lands upside down between 2 parked cars.
Oh my God! Oh, help! Call 911!
Police say a white Mercedes-Benz and a motorcycle collided at a high rate of speed late Sunday night while exiting the westbound ramp near Shore Parkway and East 7th Street. The vehicle smashing into several parked cars just down the street from Coney Island Hospital. This nurse tells us she just finished her overnight shift when she left the hospital and found the back of her Toyota totaled.
I couldn't believe it. I was so, sad, angry.
Police say 2 men are dead, a 22-year-old who was riding the motorcycle and a 28-year-old who was a passenger in the Mercedes. Investigators say the driver of the Mercedes ran off. This video appears to show someone climbing from the car and running from the scene seconds after the crash. One woman who lives nearby says she witnessed first responders running to the scene.
I look over, there is someone on the ground, and a few moments later, the EMS, and they're yelling, "This way, come this way."
She says speed is a common occurrence coming off the belt, with accidents and close calls happening at least once a week, especially at night.
It's a surprise how terrible it looked, but not so shocked that accidents continue to happen here.
Police sources tell News 12 that the Mercedes may have been stolen out of New Jersey. Again, they're searching for that driver. If you have any information, call police. Right now, this is an ongoing investigation. Stay with us for the very latest. In Sheepshead Bay, Tim Harfman, News 12 Brooklyn.
Incredible he was able to make it out of that car considering how bad of a shape it was left in. All right.
On a Monday here on News 12. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kurt Sieglin. Top story tonight, Stratford police investigating after they say a man opened fire at a local park last week. Luckily, no one was hurt, but the incident was captured on camera. News 12 Connecticut's Marissa Alter has a look at the footage tonight.
This video shows a gunman fire off 9 shots at the Penters practice field at Longbrook Park last Monday evening, something confirmed when Stratford police responded just before 7:30.
Patrol and Detective Bureau personnel recovered 9 spent .45 caliber shell casings.
Police call it a targeted incident between 2 groups of 3 men, with one pulling his weapon within seconds of arriving. But the park wasn't otherwise empty. Local sports teams used the main field across the street.
Soccer practice for Stratford High was active at the time, and there were a few other witnesses to the occurrence. Anytime you have shots fired like that out in the open, there's a danger to the public.
No one was hit, but the case remains open, leading police 1 week later to go public with what town cameras captured.
That's a little scary when you think about that.
I'm very concerned that I didn't hear anything. This is the first time I'm hearing this.
And she's not the only one. I spoke with several people off camera who hadn't heard anything about this incident before talking to me. Some said they saw something online this morning or even last night, but they wondered why police didn't put anything out when this first happened.
We were investigating the incident like we normally do. Every incident is different, and we go about the circumstances as they exist, and it's now time for us to reach out to the public. But reading into that is not something that I would do.
People who live on the streets surrounding the park or visit regularly called the violence a first.
This is usually dog walkers for the most part, but it's always quiet.
Everybody pretty much knows each other and stuff like that around the neighborhood, so it has me worried because I have kids myself.
The park is also right around the corner from the police department. Detectives there won't say what the investigation has found so far.
We're just hoping that the public reaches out to us after seeing this video that we supplied and gives us some information that we can act upon.
In Stratford, Marissa Alter, News 12, Connecticut.
And to that point, if you have information about this incident, you can find the number and the email for the lead detective on this case. Just check our website tonight or the News 12 app.
Well, the attorney for a 13-year-old charged with murder in the shooting of an 11-year-old in Newburgh is now releasing new information. She's calling for a deeper investigation into the case. The suspect's attorney, Lisa Partet, issued a statement to News 12, saying that the 13-year-old was a friend of the 11-year-old Matthew DeGroat. He had allegedly been invited to the DeGroats' home on North Miller Street when the shooting happened. The attorney calls the incident a disturbing tragedy and says there are still many unanswered questions. She's calling for a more thorough review by Child Protective Services and investigators. The suspect has not been named due to his age.
A Moriches mother is pleading for help to find her 14-year-old son who hasn't been seen since Friday. News 12's Daniela Rodriguez spoke with his family as they hold on to hope that he will be found safe.
Christy Stark gets emotional looking at photos of her 14-year-old son Liam, hoping that someone knows where he is.
It's been just devastating.
Liam's older brother Aiden says he dropped him off at school Friday morning, but Liam never went inside. Stark says she was waiting for her son to get off the school bus that afternoon, but when he didn't, she knew something was wrong.
According to the school's cameras, he started walking towards the school, and it sounds like you can kind of watch him contemplating suddenly, am I going? Am I not?
The cameras also showed the young teen wiping away tears before ultimately walking away. Stark says Liam has been carrying a lot of trauma and may be trying to process that on his own.
And I think that in a very wounded way, this was his I can make it.
Amid the heartache, her neighbors have rallied around her family. One person even dropped off several bags filled with groceries at their front door. But Stark's heart is still set on getting her son home safe.
I just want to give him the world. I just wish I keep sending out love to him and hoping that he can feel it wherever he is and that it can help and he can come home.
Stark says Liam was last seen Friday evening on Smith Road near Wertheim Road in Shirley. Suffolk police are asking anyone who may have seen him or knows where he is to call 911. In Moriches, Daniela Rodriguez, News 12, Long Island.
A family demanding justice after a security guard at a Nassau hospital was beaten by an out-of-control patient.
As News 12's Kevin Vesey explains, he's in critical condition tonight at that very same hospital.
He spent his life protecting people in this hospital. Now I have to get justice for him.
Sonia Coriolan is heartbroken after her husband, 62-year-old Gordy Coriolan, wound up in the ICU at Mercy Hospital in Rockville Center. Coriolan has been a security guard at Mercy Hospital for 28 years, but during his shift early Thursday morning, he was allegedly attacked by a patient.
He punched him several times in the face and in the chest area. My dad fell into cardiac arrest, and right now he's in the ICU, in critical condition.
Prosecutors say 28-year-old Edward Lopez of Freeport was arrested. According to court papers, the suspect struck the victim in the jaw with his fist, which caused the victim to fall onto a bed. A Catholic Health spokesperson writing, "Our security team responded quickly and safely de-escalated the situation. A short time later, one of our security officers experienced a medical emergency. We remain focused on ensuring the well-being and safety of everyone in our emergency department." Coriolan has 6 children and 5 grandchildren and is also a retired New York City correction officer. His family now questions how safe he really was at work.
My dad, he's spoken with higher management here and he let them know they need more staff.
My husband has 90% brain damage right now. I was told that my husband is never going to wake up.
And that suspect is now being charged with assault. His bail was set at $15,000 cash, and he's due to appear in court on Tuesday. In Rockville Center, Nassau County, Kevin Vesey, News 12.
And developing tonight, a Rutgers University student is in critical condition and a fraternity is suspended after an incident at a house in New Brunswick. News 12 New Jersey's Tom Krasnowski reports from campus.
The Middlesex County Prosecutor's Office has confirmed that a 19-year-old student is in critical condition at Robert Wood Johnson Hospital after an incident on Wednesday. Students here know that something happened and that a student was seriously hurt, but some of the details remain unclear.
Everybody's talking about it. Police were at all the doors, all the entrances, all the exits.
This Rutgers junior and several others say police were at the Alpha Sigma Phi house on College Avenue Wednesday for hours. The Middlesex County Prosecutor's Office says Rutgers police responded to a disconnected 911 call just before 12:30 Wednesday morning. Officers found the 19-year-old student unresponsive with what they called serious injuries. Further details are scarce. The prosecutor's office did not say where this happened, saying only it was a residence in New Brunswick. News 12 has learned that the Rutgers Greek Life office issued a cease and desist order for all activities by the Alpha Sigma Phi fraternity Wednesday, and that fraternity's College Avenue house was condemned by the city as being unsafe, both of those occurring the same day as the incident. The Office of Greek Life deferred comment to the media relations staff, which has not offered anything else.
Honestly, it happens every year. I feel like it's bound to happen, but this one might have been one of the worst ones we've heard, based on what happened to the actual kid.
I mean, I just want to make sure the guy's fine, whoever got hurt, whatever incident happened.
College Avenue is full of fraternity and sorority houses that don't want this police investigation hurting their image.
It puts really all of Greek life, it puts a bad look on all of Greek life in general.
Hopefully he has a good recovery, and hopefully whoever did it was held accountable.
Anyone with information is urged to contact campus police or the Middlesex County Prosecutor's Office. In New Brunswick, Tom Krasnowski, News 12, New Jersey.